we cut a bit of it. I want to say, look, she's not Newt Gingrich. So let's like be real about what to expect. But she's not her normal self either. She's not like the cackling Kamala. She's not the school buses and I love them and the Venn diagrams and this is space and this is Ukraine. She's not that in the debates. She gets it together. We cut a little bit. I think you're about to find yourself slightly irritated by her, but you will also be able to see that she's not the school bus Venn diagram version of her. So people need to know what to expect. Here it is.
Let's talk about respecting the American people. You respect the American people when you tell them the truth. You respect the American people when you have the courage to be a leader speaking of those things that you may not want people to hear, but they need to hear so they can protect themselves. We now know Donald Trump owes and is in debt for $400 million. And just so everyone is clear, when we say in debt, it means you owe money to somebody. And it'd be really good to know who the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief, owes money to, because the American people have a right to know what is influencing the president's decisions. But I think this is supposed to be a debate based on fact and truth. And the truth and the fact is Joe Biden has been very clear. He will not raise taxes on anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year.
He said he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well,
I'm speaking.
It'd be important if you said the truth.
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864...
I'd like you to answer the question.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. We are talking about an election in 27 days, where last week, the President of the United States took a debate stage in front of 70 million Americans and refused to condemn white supremacists.
Not true.
And
Not true.
It wasn't like he didn't have a chance. He didn't do it, and then he doubled down.
Yeah, it's just not true. That fly on his head.
So annoying.
Mark of Cain. She has had some pretty awful moments on the debate stage too. I mean, I thought that I was that little girl thing was pretty cringy. But also there was that moment where she's talking to Joe Biden during the primaries, and Joe corrects her and says, "Well, that would be unconstitutional." She says, "Well, you got to try." So I don't know that you'll get that moment. I don't know that you'll get that moment.
I like the Kmele imitation of Kamala. I need more of that in my life.
It's a good Kamala imitation, Kmele.
I'll work on it some more, actually. I'll refine that.
Yeah, perfect your bit.
Yeah.
So she was substantive. You could see, like, she wasn't a completely vapid debater, but she was annoying. I don't know that the left is capable of getting annoyed with her. So far all that, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
So far that's turned into a yes queen moment out there on the campaign trail. All these young girls are like, oh yeah. I mean, it's so annoying. That's not from a position of strength. And by the way, it's a damn debate. He's allowed to jump in and be like, you voted against this, right? Like, it's not everything is a disrespect.
No, I mean, also, I'll correct you on one thing, Megyn. She did do the wheels on the bus in the Ukraine thing.
On debt?
She explained to us what debt was. I was like, well, thank you for that condescending moment. It worked a little better. And I also noticed that there were between two slabs of plexiglass, which I had forgotten about. I didn't remember that was like the COVID debate. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's a slightly different vibe when she's on stage. But those canned lines, I mean, the Reagan line, I mean, a number of Reagan lines, the youth and experience line in particular from the 1984 debate, was delivered so expertly that no one could tell if it was pre-planned, right? There's a number of those throughout Reagan's career, I paid for this microphone, et cetera. That stuff just looks so canned, and that's something that in politics, that's what Trump's great advantage. When he's stalking behind Hillary Clinton, which I think is probably one of the greatest moments in debate history, and he says you'd be in jail, like that, like she thinks that like the I'm speaking thing like empowers her to look really good. It's like, no, it actually makes you look like a very bad actress, and I cannot stand it. It makes me cringe every time I hear it.
I know. I hear you. I include that because that was, those were her worst moments. It was annoying. And honestly, I think you could get away with it once, like, let me finish. That you could get away with that.
Let me finish.
Let me finish. Yeah. But not like, I am speaking and I am Yahweh. In these crazy times, there is a peace of mind in security. Security for our country, for our leaders, and for our families. But think about this. You are not financially secure if all your eggs are in one basket. Gold and silver can be an excellent way to diversify your savings as a hedge against inflation. They're a physical asset that's in high demand globally. And through Birch Gold Group, you can own physical gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account. Yes, you can diversify an old IRA or 401k for no money out of pocket into an IRA in gold and silver. Text MK to 989898 and receive a free no-obligation info kit and learn the role precious metals could play in your overall savings strategy. Again, text MK to 989898. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of happy customers. Text MK to 989898. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.